Hi, today I'm going to go through the Information Technology 2020 exam, practical exam. Um, I think this one seems fairly straightforward compared to the 2019 playlist that I made. But yeah, so let's get right into it. Let's look here. Let's read the scenario. We have community-based counseling service called Hope offers clients the ability to book a time slot to see their counselor. Each time slot is 1 hour long. The client's details are stored in a text file. Cool. So we have the text file. Um, cool. We can see that we can have two different objects, so client and time slot. And yeah, and I think this is how the text file looks. So let's start at question 2. The client is going to have three private fields, three getters, and a toString. So let's have a look at the questions. So create a new class called client with client name and those as the fields. So let's go new client. Let's start off with our fields. So this is, yeah, private. They're all private. Client name, preferred counselor, and then a private integer for earliest hour. Cool. Once we've got that, we can insert our constructor. Remember, you can use Alt insert, and you can get your constructor like that, and then adapt it to what they want. So we change this to in-cn, and we need to change this here. This is in PCS. Here it will be in PCS, and then the last is in EH. So this last one becomes in EH. Cool. Once we've got that in, now we need so we've got this here. Let's just have a look at the question. Use these parameters to assign values to the fields. Note that the value in EH, so earliest hour, of greater than 16, earliest hour should be set to 16 to ensure that slots fall within the available time. There's no problem with numbers being less than 8. Okay, so we actually need to have an if statement that if the input earliest hours are greater than 16, we should just set the earliest hours to 16. I think that should be the easiest. Cool. Now once we've got that, that should be good. That should be good. Next we need our getters and setters, or I think it's just getters in this case. So we need our getters. Cool. So client name, preferred counselor, and earliest hour. So we can just use a control insert. Getters we need client name, preferred counselor, and earliest hour. So client name, earliest hour, preferred counselor. Generate those. Next we have our toString. So we can just go, you can use insert, but then it might not be in the same format, and I find it's just easier to type out the toString. What do we need? We need client's name, so client name. I think we have a slash tab, so tab plus the preferred counselor plus another tab, and then earliest space earliest hour plus the rest of the hour. Cool. That should be sorted. And yep. Cool. So we've got our toString, our earliest hour getters and our constructor all sorted. So this seems like our first class is completed.